Do you want to be right or happy? Do you even know the difference? A guy named Jay Shetty said, the best lesson I learned was to be able to fight for the relationship I love instead of fighting against the person that I love. And I hear my clients talk about conflict, like in terms of, I've got to defend myself. I got to stand up for the truth. I want to be heard. And if I don't speak up, then she's not going to understand. But what you don't realize is that a lot of times what's really behind it is that you want to be right. And I'm telling you, like, you can be right or you can be happy and effective. And if the goal is to be right, then you're just going to fight because you've got something to prove. And that like really tells us like your ego's on the line. But if the goal is to be happy and effective, then you'll do a much better job of looking for like common ground and places that you can fight for the relationship and fight for understanding each other. But it's because you place a higher importance on the relationship rather than your ego. So in that case, happiness is on the line. So I want you to ask yourself this. Can you be right and your partner not agree? You can. Can you be happy and effective and your partner not agree? Yeah, that also can be the case. And sometimes we just don't agree in our relationships. It's totally okay. You don't have to agree all the time. And it doesn't mean your marriage is falling apart and that you're failing and that things are about to end. It just means you don't agree. And it would really help you if you learned how to disagree and instead of fighting against your partner and learn to sit with that you just don't agree all the time. And that's a super important skill to learn how to sit with disagreements and allow differences inside your marriage. You are each two individual people. For many of you, I know this seems totally impossible because your brain tells you like something is totally wrong if there's contention, and that's probably like catastrophic. It isn't, guys. I'm here to tell you that's totally not true. And that whole line of thinking doesn't serve you. And the faster you learn how to embrace and be able to fight appropriately in a relationship, the more peaceful you're going to feel, the more productive conversations are going to be. I don't know about you, but like I recognize times in my relationship where I have fought tooth and nail for something and won only to find out that it doesn't feel that great because I thought I'd feel amazing if they gave in or that I finally felt heard or, they realized I was right or whatever. And one thing that I absolutely found out is that when I learned to support myself and acknowledge that my feelings were accurate for me, then it was way better than somebody else acknowledging it verbally and they've given in to do it or you've broken them down to do it. So knowing how to kind of walk this line is super important in your relationship. And I can totally teach you how to do this. Let's hop on a call and talk about how you fight and if it's productive or not. And if you're actually getting the outcomes that you really want, because maybe you're not, and maybe it just turns into a fight that you don't like. And it doesn't have to be that way. So hop on a call. Let's talk about it. All right. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next time.